This is also very important. Stephanie's kissing game, was it on point?
Do you feel the way that I feel? Do you feel the way that I do? I think I like you. Could you ever fall for a guy like me? I think I like you. Could you ever fall for a guy like me? I think I like you.
Good evening, y'all, and welcome to the Taste ATL, the series reunion. We are in the beautiful state of Georgia with the creators and cast of Atlanta's new LGBTQ series. We have with us today Rollins, the creator of Taste ATL, the series, along with the producers, Brianka Williams and Dominique Boyd. So y'all give it up for the cast and creators. So today we're going to be getting behind the scandals, the conversations, the healing, everything that we went through on this roller coaster of a ride with Taste ATL, the series, which was crazy. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I watched the last episode this morning, and I just want to say, Lachey, that you didn't prepare me for any of that. I was like, this is happening? So I'm just not getting caught up. But yeah, so tonight we want to talk about where the idea from Taste ATL came from.
So the idea came from a class assignment just based around inclusivity in media and in film and just underrepresented groups. So I was tasked to come up with an idea, not necessarily a script or an actual show, but just an idea that filled a gap that I saw. So for me, it was just Black queer women living and enjoying life, not all the time, so dramatic or heavy, just really showing light moments, but real moments. So that's how the idea of this series came about. But to take it a step further, the actual Taste ATL, the series, starts with the Taste ATL events that took place here in Atlanta with co-creators Tony Williams and Marcella Campbell-Samuels. So I was just a party goer and just attended those parties and had my own little circle of friends. And that's kind of where that inspiration came from, just to create this world that I was living at one point.
Absolutely. We all have those early on the scene lesbian stories to tell. I don't know about y'all, but I got many. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's really dope that you brought into the whole party scene. The LGBTQ scene itself is a big part and influence and part of our community and where we find support in other people like us.
Right.
So coupling the two was just mad genius for sure. So Brianka, how did you get involved with the show?
Well, Lachey hit me up and was like, let's have coffee. I think that met at Starbucks or something. And she told me her passion, the idea that she had, and I was like, this could really pop. Actually, this is a great idea and I want to be a part of it. So yeah, that's how I came on.
Right, just simply meeting out and about. Yeah, and that's really how magic happens. We're out in this life and you come across different people and then next thing you know, boom, you're creating something super purposeful with them. So that's really dope. What about you, Dominic?
Actually, my story is exactly the same as Brianka. We were former business partners at the time and we met up with Shane and had coffee and talked about the concept and her vision for it, and yeah, we were attached.
So y'all are the perfect example of finding tribe and then building together.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And that's exactly what we look for in our community. The ability not just to party together, but we find each other at these events. Mm-hmm. Most of the people that I've come into contact with, I've found at these events, and you just build from there. So shout out to y'all for working together and actually taking this idea and putting it into motion. It's been a really, really dope production to watch.
You're a doll. So I'm going to say this one more time. Me and you, we're not going to be a thing. Look, I come and I'm done. Okay?
Marley, honey, I believe you have the potential to shine. Charlie. Somewhere under that is turn around. A diamond. Now, the dress is gonna be beautiful. What are you gonna do about your hair?
Oh, you're not talking with that safari ass shirt you got on. Don't start. What the fuck is that? What is that?
Actually, this is designer
Cut it out.
G to be exact.
Cut it out.
G.
Actually, it's Givenchy.
Oh. Okay. So extra.
Keep up, baby.
Girl, shut up. It's your problem now. You do too much. You know you got a little coin, girl. Just do a little less.
Don't hate.
So what do you think is unique about Taste ATL, the series? And, you know, what do you intend on showing the world with this particular production of yours?
You know, my intention was, again, just to show like our whole world and the whole spectrum of queer Black lives. A lot of times we are just kind of placed in as those markers amongst another world or another mainstream acceptable world. And not a lot of times do we get to bring people into our world, specifically queer Black women being represented in that way. That was my intention. And so, I mean, I think that we did a good job of showing just a good spectrum of issues and just lifestyles and the things that we go through. Some funny moments, but some not so funny moments as well.
And then moments that were made funny that were not supposed to be made funny.
How you holding up, CJ?
I don't know. I guess I feel so stupid. Selfish? Oblivious.
I'm sorry. Is it just
Right. I mean, but you gotta have to let the humor carry it, right?
Absolutely.
If you find humor in it, then it's funny.
All right, so Lachey, on the show, there is, I would say, a significant amount of infidelities that may have occurred.
Somebody's in here.
You said somebody in here, damn. Erica. Fuck!
So in our community, the lesbian women in particular are painted as being not ones that can, I guess, buckle down with one person. We're seen as being promiscuous. That's how we're painted in media, right? So were you afraid of perpetuating that stereotype with the show whenever you did portray these relationships where infidelity occurred?
No, I wasn't afraid of that because I just think it's a part of the natural human experience. As you're finding your way, you're finding what you want, what you don't want out of life and out of a partner. Sometimes some other things get entangled and overlap, you know? And that's just real to life, whether you are lesbian or heterosexual, whatever your identity is. Like, that's just part of the journey. So I didn't shy away from that. I didn't feel nervous about that because I actually think that's one of the things that make it relatable, whether you are queer or not. You know, we all just, you know, have those issues sometimes in our relationships.
And then you bringing that girl to the party tonight is just straight weird. One minute you're asking me out and the next minute you're bringing another girl to a party that I'm at.
I mean, technically, I didn't 100% know you were gonna be here.
You knew I was gonna be here. Stop. You texted me earlier asking, was I coming?
Okay, you're right.
That's what I appreciate about the show in its entirety is that it is raw and it's not like stepping on eggshells in order to like present some concepts.
Yeah. Cheating
and infidelity happens in every community. However, it's unfortunate whenever these negative stereotypes are pinpointed to us specifically. But the show definitely does a good job, like you said, at showing the spectrum of the diversity of our relationships and the nature of our relationships.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So now we're about to welcome the cast of Taste ATL, the series.
You want to spice on your plate? Boy, come and get some of this.
character exploration. Tell us about your character.
Hi.
Who you play?
I play Martell, and Martell is pretty much me. He's an entrepreneur. He is hilarious. He's very stylish, and he's friends with everybody.
I appreciate the third person, even though we know we're talking about you yourself. So how did you get involved with the series?
Wow. Shay just called me and asked me, have you ever acted before? I'm like, no, not really.
What did I miss? Because Miss Thing, you are in deep over CJ, and I can't figure that out. I can't figure out why.
I only did a play in college, and she was like, yeah, I think I have a role for you. I was like, okay. And then I ended up doing makeup for the whole cast, and I ended up being a part of the cast, and here I am, still here.
It's always good to still be here going to the next season.
Yes.
Like, that's really
Good to still be here.
You're definitely a staple of the show. You kept us laughing our asses off.
Good, I'm glad you laughed.
Are you even surprised? I mean, she's long overdue for some fresh meat.
If you mean fresh fish.
Okay.
I just want to know, how the hell does the Mile High Club work for lesbians?
Wait. Don't start.
Did you have time to go through all the vows and stuff?
Okay.
Right. Want some waffles, bro?
Stephanie, tell us about your role.
I play Jo. She is a free spirit, tree hugger, crystal stone split, and, a lover of all people and all things,
Crystal stone split.
Yes.
So how'd you get involved with the show?
Shay asked me if I could audition for a role, and I told her that I would. I was interested in it, and we did a couple of readings, and here now.
Do what? Be honest? Communicate how I feel? Tell me how you feel, T. Tell me I'm not bugging for loving you.
You just know so many talented people.
Right.
Like the connect.
Yeah, life has been good, but it wasn't all me. The producers down in Bree, they also have an amazing network of people. So, phone a friend.
Exactly. It all came together beautifully. And Chris, what about you? Because you're a comedian, right?
Well, that's what you want to call it. Yeah, I'm a comedian at heart, but I was introduced to this role via Brizzy and Dom, and they called me up and said, hey, we think we got an opportunity. Can you come out like in the next 30 minutes? And I'm like, well, this could be life-changing.
Trying to be evolution,
You remember our first date?
When we picked a random star in the sky and named it Star 69
Because it was June 9th.
So, I was able to make it out and got the role. And as far as T is tough character, softy on the inside, lover, good friend, but also has a lot of maybe work and growing up to do, despite what she knows.
Cool. So,
well, I just want to say what was interesting about Chris's audition. I met her when, they called her to come down, but she by chance happened to be there while Erica was auditioning, who was from backstage. He was from backstage. And it just so happened that they were there together, so it was really cool to be able to see them in the scene at the audition and just picture them on camera together.
I can't believe this whole time you lied to me. This entire relationship was built on lies.
Baby,
Erica,
please. Just calm down. Come talk to me for a second, please. Can we talk about this?
Bro, where are you going?
I'm going to Rains because if I stay here, I swear to God, I don't know what I'll do to you. And you want to know the worst part? I remember that weekend. And I was so fucking stupid to welcome you home with my little fucking lingerie.
Huh? Look, Mary, Martha, whatever your name is.
You need to speak up. It's Marley.
Can you not be a bitch for one night?
I think you did an amazing job at casting. Everyone seems to fit like right into their roles. How did you feel about the casting process?
I felt good about it. There were some moments where I felt like I knew for certain, like, you know, Marley was Marley.
Great. So she's basically straight. I didn't even have a chance.
Joe's definitely not straight. Joe is just Joe.
I just thought me and Joe was like the silver lining. But maybe I'm just not ready to live here. You don't know me that well. I'm not tough at all.
When you survive today, you more G than you think. I have no doubt you will find that silver lining.
Thank you, CJ. I really needed to hear that.
CJ was definitely CJ.
So, is that a yes?
Yes, what?
Yes, you'll go out with me?
Yes, CJ, I'll go out with you.
Okay, wait. All I know is I'm done trying with this damn girl. I thought we was really doing some shit. I cut off my holes for her. And for what?
Joe breathes alongside, she sits up.
There's no reason why she can't at least respond. It's been 4 days. Man, fuck her.
I think that, and what I found interesting was right after we casted, mostly everybody from the cast told me that they felt very connected to the character or had experienced something similar or just, you know, saw the pieces of themselves in the character that they were portraying. So I guess we did a good job.
Oh, so you know CJ in real life? CJ a real life fuckboy?
No. Real, who plays CJ, is not a real life fuckboy. I don't date her. But she's a great person, you know, not at all like how CJ's portrayed.
Real, your character, phenomenal.
Thank
we
you.
all know fuckboys, right? We're gonna talk about if this is actually applicable to Real's real life.
Oh, no, of course not.
You know, you fit into that category or that, you know, that pretty boy category. And there are a lot of assumptions about, you know, attractive people such as yourself. So we're going to explore those things and we're going to see if the stereotypes are true.
Because this last one I was in, the short film, they was tearing my ass up. I'm like, this is why I love Shay. Because she has me as a fuckboy, but I ain't that bad. So they ain't going to be tearing me up in the comments just yet.
Are you taking on this identity? That's first of all, because you're getting highly offended. And you know what? I'm talking about your character.
Fuckboy? Come on now. Look, my people in here, they know I'm not a fuckboy.
You know what? I wish you was here.
If you see this Real,
So there was a significant amount of trauma on the show. Now, any of you can answer this question. Did any of the specific situations speak to you or were triggering to you in any way?
I mean, I feel like the scene where I was going off on T, a lot of us have gone through that. Like, you feel like you're in a relationship with someone, you spend so much time growing and learning and loving, and out of the blue, the shit falls apart. And then all the things that you wanted from that person that you felt like you were giving, they're giving to someone else, and you're trying to make sense. Like, motherfucker, I need you to make it make sense.
Right.
I love you so much, Terrellyn. You still love me?
Don't do this, Joe.
Don't do what? Be honest. Communicate how I feel.
On the real, it might be a little too late for your honesty, Joe. What you want me to say to that?
I don't know. Tell me something. Anything. We were together for 4 years and you don't feel anything? Like, so what? You get with this new girl and now you holding down a full-time job? You coming home, taking her feelings into consideration? Like, what the fuck?
I wasn't ready for all that shit back then, Joe. I don't know what you want me to do about that.
Because it happens all the time. I feel like we all have the same story. Like, you talk to your friends, your girlfriends, or whatever. It might be it happens different for people, but the meat of it is the same. Like, how does something like that happen, and why does it happen? And you have to heal from it. You learn, and sometimes you can be friends afterwards, and sometimes you cannot.
Okay. Oh my God! Hey! We all see y'all.
Get a room or something.
Nigga, this is our house now. So, you know, we got to christen all the room.
And sometimes you cannot, like you said. Some of us need closure. And in order to get that closure, sometimes we put ourselves out there in ways that we might not normally act, right? So let me ask you this question. Do you feel like love triumphs relationship barriers?
You know what? I guess it depends on the situation, but I feel like sometimes love isn't enough. You know what I mean? For some people, love just isn't enough to like triumph the barriers. And sometimes it takes you having different life experiences with different people to figure out what works in order to break those barriers down. You know what I mean? So it just depends. It's all about making connections and having the patience to make those kinds of connections.
Absolutely. Do you feel like love negates your going over other people's relationship barriers, other people who are in relationships? You're in love with the person. So should that come first before you actually taking that person's relationship into consideration?
Hell no.
So, what's up, Anthony?
That's disrespectful as hell. Just because you love me, you should have loved them when you had the opportunity to love me.
Yeah.
Now it's somebody else's turn.
College. Yeah, somebody else's turn, yes. Love has its limits. It has its time limits. It expires.
Right.
That is true. You can't sit around waiting for everybody. What about you, Lachey? Have you had similar experiences? Because this is your story, Lachey. So what happened? What happened?
It's not my story. I just wrote it.
Anthony, because I know you're very opinionated. I need to know how you feel about lovers being friends, ex-lovers being friends. Do you think that's something that somebody can accomplish 100%?
Somebody or me?
Both. Can you do that?
I mean, it may be possible for somebody. But as for me at my house, no.
No, that's not going down.
No. We can't be friends.
So there's no platonic levels. There's no going back to that.
We can hello, hi,
Okay.
bye. But we don't have anything to discuss. We don't have how's life. It doesn't matter. We have nothing to discuss. We don't need an update on how's life been going. How's your new relationship? It doesn't matter. It's none of your business. That's what social media is for. If you're interested, go look online, see what they see, and move on. But we can't be friends.
And it's definitely a beautiful thing where the community can look to shows like Taste ATL, the series, in order to not only identify, with the different situations and experiences that are occurring on the show, but to be able to get entertainment out of it and find healing, because a lot of us don't have that, retreat to go to. So you guys did an excellent job just at portraying the many lives and situations and triumphs and turmoil that the LGBTQ community, specifically queer women of color, go through. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more. You guys make sure you tune in to Taste ATL, the series. You guys can find us everywhere. You can find us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Join the mailing list because there's more to come with behind the scenes action, events, and more. All right, y'all, the creator of Taste ATL, the series, Lachey Rollins.
Thank you everybody so much for watching. Until next time,
Taste ATL, the series! Cake. Knubian.
You're a bully. Don't let tantrum over somebody that's not even want you. Well, there she is. I guess it takes you getting liquored up to not be boring.
I gotta be fucked up. I can't wear no makeup, and then they're gonna make me look like a bad bitch.
You been waiting for this?
Yeah.
It's like, when is my magic gonna happen? Because I'm sick of this shit.
come on, Erica and T, I love it. Marley and CJ be cute with each other. Maya.
She's a diva. Yes.
CJ, CJ,
Hey, she said I'm not letting that happen.
I was happy to go get my I am dead. Okay, so when you walk out,
I'm like, should I skip? I'm happy, I'm dancing.
yeah,
Like,
but don't skip, maybe. Shirt. All right, now Molly, you gotta pull back so you can take your shirt off.
All right, Ray, can you look at CJ real quick?
CJ.
Cool, we good.
Okay. All right. We're starting audio Mola. See the camera.
Camera good?
Action.
Oh my god. Same thing.
I swear, you can really rock to this script. There's a hit right here. Hey. Wait, this gonna come on when we out. Right.
Yes, you want to switch it up.
It's gonna be on repeat. Get it, get it, get it for 25. This gonna be a new teacher's classroom. I swear. It's gonna be bad. I like kindergartners.
I already know what we're gonna do.
Let's say our number.
Hey, y'all not friends.
Sorry.
Where to? In the scene, as you know, we're going back and forth and stuff. Am I really touchy-feely and stuff?
Because you're trying to get her back to this place of. So yeah, when you grabbed her arm and she snatched away from you, that was perfect. Because you're trying to like, but she like, fuck that.
Ain't having it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't with it. Y'all look like y'all just like at work.
No, I'm actually over here talking though. We really are. Okay. Oh, I'm invited now? I told you to come. No, you didn't. You said I can come live.
Just diva-ish a little bit. Like a hidden diva. Okay. All right, it's a video, guys.